Minister, over 2 months ago, March the 20th, you appeared at committee and you and Minister Anon announced to Canadians that collectively you discovered through a mix of tips and advanced data analytics 3 subcontractors who were engaged in fraudulent billing over 36 separate government departments, totaling close to $5 million. All 3 had been referred to the RCMP. Ms. Reza, during one of her last appearances, actually gave us the names of those 3 subcontractors. They weren't companies per se, but rather individuals. So my question to you is, I know there's been an ongoing dialogue between yourself, sir, your department, and the RCMP. Have the RCMP confirmed that those 3 individuals have been criminally charged? Yes or no?
Well, we need to distinguish 2 things. First, the work of my department, and second, the work of the RCMP. As you noted and summarized quite well, on March the 20th, it was made public that there were investigations.
That's fine. Has the RCMP confirmed with you or a member of your department that the 3 referrals have resulted in criminal charges? Yes or no?
So as I was going to say, as for what pertains to the RCMP, it's for the RCMP to answer.
So you don't know the answer?
So I wouldn't be able to speak credibly on behalf of the RCMP.
You indicated back then this was only the first wave of what you expected to be a series of discoveries. You indicated at that time there were 5 to 10 further cases being examined. Of those 5 to 10, have there been referrals made to the RCMP?
And that is because, as you noted, on March the 20th, there was also another piece of good news, which is there was the creation
I don't care about the good news, sir. Of the 5 to 10 that you identified over 2 months ago, have any of those companies been referred to the RCMP? Yes or no, sir?
As I've said, RCMP matters are RCMP matters.
This is a decision you or your ministry would make to the RCMP. The RCMP on their own don't initiate the investigation based on your internal review. They rely upon your referral. Again, for the 3rd time, sir, of the 5 to 10 cases, have any of those been referred to the RCMP?
So, again, the March 20th announcement was important. You listened to it carefully, obviously, and you understood it well. As you also noted, there are investigations on a number of others, the estimate being between 5 and 10. I am not privy to those conversations. My job cannot make me politically involved in that type of work because that would be political interference.
Sir, you indicated that your department had identified 5 to 10 other cases of suspected fraudulent criminal activity. This is not a hard question to answer, sir. Surely the investigation that was started over 2 months ago must be finished by now. So the question is very simple, sir. I'll ask it for the 4th time. Of those 5 to 10 investigations that your department started, has any of those been referred to the RCMP?
When that information is known, it will be made public by the RCMP, presumably,
Can you tell us, sir, with respect, please?
No,
This is not question period, sir. This is committee. This is where we actually get answers from government officials. The answer, sir, is yes or no. Did you refer, or a member of your department refer any of those 5 to 10 cases to the RCMP?
And the answer, when it comes, and if it comes,
why
will come
can't you
from
answer
independent officers and not political representatives.
Minister, why can't you answer the question?
No. MP Brock, you wouldn't want a politician, including yourself, mingle
sir, you had no problem identifying 3
and investigation.
Sir,
that wouldn't be appropriate. You know this really well.
Both of you have a point of order. I'd stop the clock.
I would appreciate it if my colleague, MP Brock, allowed the minister to finish. Thank you.
Minister,
okay, sorry, let me. Please. We've brought this up many times. It's not a point of order. We do allow members to have the time. Mr. Brock's been very clear with his questions. I think he and members of the committee deserve a very clear answer. Minister, go ahead. I've restarted. Sorry,
I'll
Mr.
ask-
Brock.
I'm gonna ask the question, Chair.
Restarting the clock. Go ahead.
Minister, you had no difficulty, you and Minister Anand had no difficulty identifying 3 subcontractors that you referred to the RCMP. But now you have great difficulty sharing with parliamentarians, sharing with Canadians of the 5 to 10 companies that were under review 2.5 months ago, whether any of them were referred to the RCMP. What are you hiding?
And that's because the independent officers in my department do their job with no political interference. When I will become aware at some point, I suppose, of the results of these investigations, we will be able to share those results.